It appears that financial situations are getting better and venture capital is flowing into crypto. There's also a law from an economic powerhouse which would allow venture capital firms to directly hold crypto, further increasing the boom. We're also seeing a Ripple 400 million XRP unlock. But wait a minute, it's not the end of the month. What's going on? And we're also going to talk XRP price action as DeFi tokens are starting to make some moves. Happy Sunday, everyone, and we got a lot to cover today. Pesky Logic Chalinsky says it's not 2025 spring yet, and we still have Biden as president right now. 2025 spring. Yeah, nothing's going to happen in 2024 with the current administration. To the Moon 5230 says Hedera blew past Stellar's market cap. That was my marker to fucking dump that fucking forever sideways POS XLM trash. Bitcoin sitting at 51,839 ETH, above 3, everyone. Up 9.25% here at last 7 days. You got BNB up 9%, sold down 5. XRP, going to talk about a lot in this video, sitting at 54.6. Pesky Logic Chalinsky brought up HBAR and XLM. Well, in the last 7 days, HBAR is up 28% to 10.7 cents, while XLM is only up 1.7% to 11.6. All right, so what's going on? And let's get you all caught up to speed. DeFi protocols are rocking. And what I've got up here is from the last bull run to what you're seeing here. And look at this move here on the end of the screen. We have seen a TVL go from 60 billion, and that was in early of February, to now $81 billion, everyone. A massive change here over just the last 3 weeks. And you're like, well, what is going on? We talked about Uniswap. We talked about Aave. Lending through DeFi protocols is yielding some juicy goodiness. But we also have venture capital firms getting some juicy goodiness as well. How would you feel if you made 54% returns? Because people are buying and selling. They're not hodling. Maven Capital net significant returns on the DeFi market revival. Maven Capital has seen success as the venture capital firm saw its returns skyrocketing to 54%. The company made a strategic move by investing in DeFi tokens, which have seen a remarkable move. You got FXS, Aave, Maker, and Uni. They all jumped 43, 58, 38, and 95% respectively. And here's that tweet showing Maven Capital's buy and sell. So check it out, everyone. Bought 100 Uni at 574 from Binance and sold it at 1120, making 95%. Bought 899 Maker at 1469, sold it, made 38%. So what are they doing? They're not buying and hodling. They're selling. They're lining their pockets up with green. Now, some of their holds have been 469 days. Some of them have 94. Some of them have been 15 hours. But most of them right around that 200-day mark. And when we looked at the one-year chart, which encompasses close to that 200-day mark, that's where the profit zones are. And they're taking profits. Let's keep learning. All right. Anderson Horowitz is betting on 100 million on crypto restaking. They've already put up some economic capital and promise in Ethereum that will not violate governance of the protocol. Otherwise, they will lose their stake in what it does. Agent Layer provides universal decentralized validation marketplace. An A16 general partner wrote on a company blog, "We're excited to partner with Shurem and the whole team on building a platform that unlocks a new dimension of open innovation on top of Ethereum." Why is this important? Silicon Valley stalwarts A16Z's 4.5 billion crypto fund made a splash in the sector, perhaps hinting at a reversal of what's been happening with Web3 venture capital. Venture capital for crypto has been declining since the start of 2022, but the final quarter of 2023 saw a massive uptick, 2.3%. Massive, why? A lot of millions are in that 2.3%. So venture capital seems to be getting into the mix. Venture capital is also buying and selling on the news. Wait a minute. I said earlier that you might see even more venture capital. And the reason you want venture capital into crypto is they're risky. Venture capital groups are very risky, and crypto is super risky. So it makes sense that when the risky players are starting to throw more cash around in the risky marketplace, it's good for us. Japan moves closer to allowing venture capital firms to hold crypto assets. If approved, the parliament could draft the bill and make it possible. Japan's cabinet moved a bill that adds crypto to the list of assets that venture capital funds can acquire. I talked yesterday about Reddit having Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Matic on their books. So now if you get more venture capital firms, especially from Japan, strong economic country over there, you could have more juicy goodness. Japan has been a global leader in framing a regulatory framework for stablecoins and has indicated plans to promote Web3 while remaining tough on user protection. In September 2023, Nikkei reported that the country planned to relax rules for venture capital firms to invest in crypto startups. Now that the cabinet has approved the move, the amended bill will be introduced and debated in the current session of Parliament. So we've got a bunch of stories here where things are starting to really turn around. Venture capital, DeFi protocols, people making some money. Ripple shocks the XRP army with a $400 million unlock from Escrow. Now, what's weird is this isn't the typical end of the month escrow, and there is a memo at the bottom. According to Whale Alert, the tracker of large transactions of cryptos from wallet to another, Ripple, the major distributor of XRP, has unlocked $400 million, worth $217 million from its whooping escrow holdings. Based on Whale Alert's timestamp, the massive transaction was initiated on the 25th of February. Garmin, help us out. Hey, that's today. That's why you hit the subscribe button. But guess what? What's bothering people is that this is usually done at the end of the month, and this one was a little bit different. The amount was a little bit different, and there was a memo attached to it. The memo, written cryptically, questions the necessity of the transaction since there was an escrow release on the first day of February. They're basically saying, well, why are you unlocking more, and where is this going? Well, check it out. The memo also contains shout-outs to two personalities, Hodor and John Deaton. Here's that memo. February Exco not executed. TRWBT. Welcome back, Hodor, John Deaton. So you got Ripple ready to dump a little bit more XRP in a move that is outside of the normal monthly move. And then we still got the monthly move to deal with here in about 4 days. Now, price action-wise, we're all happy. Why? Because XRP bounced up from 52.6 just a couple of days ago. We're now sitting at 54.3. Volume has just been so low. And when I zoom out here and I start looking at this, check it out. So volume of yesterday's goodiness was 706 million. Pick some random days here. 2 billion, 1.3 billion, 3.94 billion, 1.6 billion, 2.62 billion, 1.6. So very low volume over the weekend. And what you're seeing is that descending triangle, the converging triangle, is starting to appear tighter and tighter with some action leaning towards the end of March, beginning of April. Now, we're seeing big moves in those venture capital firms. We're seeing big moves in HBAR, bigger moves in Near. Beam is seeing them. Filecoin up 35% in the last week. Things are moving out in the market. Now, over the last week, is XRP moving? No, they're down 1% over the last week. Caspa up big. What else you got? Uni up big. Render up big over the last week, 30%. So when is XRP's move? Is XRP's move going to happen when the triangle converges and there's a pop out? Are we going to see more action happen with this massive escrow unlock of 400 million? Do I put much stock into these big unlocks? No, I don't whatsoever. What I'm mainly focused on, though, is what is the volume in the interest. I've seen that the XRP volume over the weekend has been very soft. Like I told you, DeFi, though, is rocking. So there is money out there, and that money is going where lending protocols are, where venture capital firms are going to, where there's some juicy goodiness. And those same venture capital firms are saying, I don't know about hodling, because whenever we're in the profit, we're going to strike and drop it and line our pockets with green. Now, you are seeing the pattern of the triangle converging with XRP. Looking at an end of March to mid-April time frame for that. And a lot of XRP holders are going, well, wait a minute. The whole market is popping. When is it going to be our turn next? Well, a lot of XRP holders are also going, why do you keep unlocking massive amounts and we're not even at the monthly billion drop yet? Frustrating stuff, because the people that are holding XRP are seeing the rest of the market move, while XRP, XLM, some of our other favorites aren't moving whatsoever. But the good news is venture capital seems to be coming back into crypto. And when your venture capital comes back into crypto, which is some of the riskiest money out there, that's good for all of us. So let's keep an eye on here and see if XRP makes that move when the triangle converges. Let's also see what venture capital firms do, as venture capital introducing money into crypto is good for all of us.